Texas kicks off to La Tech. He's going to miss the catch back at the 22, but picked up by a teammate. La Tech getting pinned back deep in their own territory. They're back out to about the 22, but there's a forward pass that's going to turn the ball over to North Texas. North Texas comes away with that, so the ref signaled advantage. North Texas carrying advantage at the moment. Quick little offload. He's going to be looking for the corner. He's got a man to support. He's going to be brought down. He's brought down right on the try line. I'm not sure if that was a try or not. I believe it was. So just like that, North Texas with a try. That kicks wide, no good. So 1 minute in, we've got a score of North Texas 5, Louisiana Tech 0. Texas kicks off again. Again, another deep kick. It's going to bounce all the way back to the 5-meter line before La Tech can pick it up. Booming kicks by North Texas, really pinning Louisiana Tech deep in their own territory. So they're going to have to dot that. Well, it looked like the Louisiana Tech player went to down that one in goal, thus killing the play, dropped the ball, and North Texas player jumped on it for a try. So just like that, North Texas is up by 2 tries. Kicks up, it's going to fall short. Well short, so with 2.5 minutes gone, we're at North Texas 10, Louisiana Tech 0. See if North Texas continues with the big booming deep kicks. This one's high and shorter, but that's kind of what you want in sevens, and North Texas jumps in and grabs possession of the ball. So North Texas kicks really dominating the game, but that's going to be a forward pass. If he doesn't call the forward pass, he's going to call a knock-on. Yeah, and so there's the knock-on. That'll turn the ball over to La Tech. La Tech with the scrum. He's going to go right. Again, the bad pass gets away from him. La Tech hurting themselves here today. And North Texas looking to just spin him around, finally slings him into touch. Ref's going to call North Texas player for a high tackle, though. Another infraction on North Texas. Didn't quite see the ref signal on that one. Louisiana Tech looking to come to the right again. Another errant pass is really vexing them today. North Texas picks the player up off the ground, realizes it and stops. Pick a player up like that and dump them, that's almost an automatic red card, definitely a yellow. But La Tech turns the ball over to UNT, I believe, for a scrum. North Texas with good pass, but he drops it. And again, ref calling a knock on in what looked to be a ball that was knocked backwards, but regardless, center ref says this is a knock on, and it turns the ball over to Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech with the scrum, coming left again, goes for the chipper kick, but UNT player gets a hand on it, takes a La Tech bounce, but that's almost got to be a knock on. Yeah, ref's going to bring it back. Knock on turns the ball over to North Texas. Okay, ref whistles halftime, so we'll go into the half with our score: North Texas 10, Louisiana Tech 0. Louisiana Tech kicks off to restart. That ball takes a Louisiana Tech bounce. They're going to field it in just outside the 22. He's going to find that right corner. He's got him beat. He'll dot it down. There's Louisiana Tech with their first try. All right, I think Louisiana Tech had to have made that conversion, so I'm going to put another 2 on the board there. I'll try to look at the official scoreboard here in a bit. I'll change it if needed. Oh, North Texas bobbles that one, kicks it into touch. Just a bobbled pass. That's going to turn the ball over to Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech down by only 3. Good run. He's going to be held up there about 10 meters out. He manages to get it off to a teammate who takes it in and dots it down right under the post. Another 5 for Louisiana Tech, and just like that, they're in the lead. Conversion kicks up and good. So what started out looking like it was going to be a fairly easy North Texas win suddenly has them in a 4-point deficit as Louisiana Tech takes a 14-10 lead. Nice high kick by Louisiana Tech. They didn't chase it though. Allowed North Texas to field it cleanly. They're going to find a wing on. Oh, had a wing open on the corner. He drops the ball for the knock-on. Oh, that's just the kind of mistake that North Texas can't be making down by 4, especially in a 7s match. They just don't last long enough to claw your way back from mistakes. So we're just to the Texas side of midfield. Louisiana Tech with the scrum to restart. Good offload. Hit quickly, but the defender doesn't wrap up. Allows him to get about another 5 meters forward. Good counter ruck by North Texas, but La Tech picks it up. He's got a seam. There's the opening. Round 2 North Texas players, and he's going to take it in for La Tech's 3rd try. Louisiana Tech just roaring back in this match. So dotting that one down under the post should be another easy conversion. Kicks up and good. Louisiana Tech now leading 21-10. Shade over 2 minutes left to play. Deep kick by La Tech, but low. North Texas is able to field it clean on the bounce. Again, another bad pass by North Texas. That one got away. Goes into touch, and it's going to give La Tech another opportunity at a line out at their 22-meter line. apologies. So Louisiana Tech with the scrum at the North Texas 10-meter line. Oh, that might have been a knock, but it was behind the scrum, so the ref didn't see it. But Louisiana Tech again looking to curve around this right-hand side here, and number 8 is going to find a bit of a seam. Good support there to set the ruck quickly. After a tough first half with a lot of bad passes, Louisiana Tech is really finding their mojo here. That little grubber's going to get him forward. Oh, he drops the ball, though. That's going to be a knock-on, I think. It is 2 meters out. Knocks the ball on. Turns it over to North Texas. Again, La Tech kind of fumbling the ball a bit out of the scrum, but the ref doesn't see it because he's on the opposite side. And there we go. La Tech found a seam. They're going to swing it back around. He says, I think I'll just have a seat right here. Dot it down for another 5. So regulation time is expired by my clock. So I believe quick conversion kick here, and that should be the end of the game. Conversion's good. Ref whistles into the match. And just like that, La Tech comes from several points down and wins this one. Louisiana Tech 28, North Texas 10. Okay, here we go. Angelo State kicking off right to left to University of Houston. That one gets away. Angelo State rumbles in and falls on it for the first try. And that conversion kick is going to be no good. So with 1 minute played, Houston 0, Angelo State 5. Fielded on the run by University of Houston, but he's hit quickly and being driven backwards for a good 5+ meters. Strong counter ruck by Angelo State. Houston coming left here. Angelo State picks it up. Angelo State got robbed there. That was a knock on to Houston. Angelo State picked it up. Probably should have been an advantage call, but by blowing the whistle, the ref stopped the play there, and Angelo State was free and clear. Just about to score, so brings this one back to an Angelo State scrum at the 22-meter line. Bit of a bad break for Angelo State. But Angelo State says, that's okay, we're just going to make another line break. We'll take that one in for a try right under the post. I think that conversion was no good, so I'm going to leave that marked at 10. Quick kickoff to Houston. Again, they're going to look to go to the left, to the right. Angelo State's left. Houston going to the right. Had a guy entering from the side there, got away with it. So Houston again coming back to the left here, looking to the offload there. Oh, got nowhere, trying to run through 3 Angelo State defenders. Angelo State counter-rucking hard, looking to take the ball. Ball comes free, and University of Houston maintains the possession, but Angelo State pressure has really driven them into a tizzy. Not seeing the call, but ref calls an infraction on Angelo State. Quick tap for Houston. Ball comes loose. I didn't hear a whistle, but apparently the ref killed the play there. All the players suddenly just stood up and stopped. Angelo State again with a bit of a break around the right-hand corner there. Tackle, but jumps right back to his feet, and he's going to take that one in for another try. That conversion is no good. So our score is Angelo State 15, University of Houston 0. A little under a minute left to play in this first half. Restart kick's good. Houston bobbles it, but allows the fullback to pick it up on the run. He gets a line break. He's nothing but green between him and the try line. He's got a player chasing him down, though. Steps out of the tackle. There's going to be a University of Houston try. And that conversion is no good. We'll go into halftime with the score. Houston 5, Angelo State 15. Okay, we're back to restart the second half with University of Houston kicking off. The score, Houston 5, Angelo State 15. Deep kick takes a funny bounce, but Angelo State fields it at the 22. Good pass. He picked it up on the run, but decided to offload instead. University of Houston holding pretty tight at that 22. There we go. Angelo State finds the seam. He's through. He's going to break free. He's got a man behind him. Looks to be a bit faster. Will he grab him? Will he catch him? Just misses him. And there we go. Angelo State in with another try. Version kick's no good. So 1 minute into the second half, score Houston 5, Angelo State 20. Nice high kick. Houston's gonna bobble that one outside the 22. Manages to maintain the possession though. That's going to be a knock-on, drop the ball. And just like that, inside the 22, turns over to Angelo State for another opportunity. Angelo State with the scrum. Quick pick and go. He looks for the offload. He's finding the seam. He breaks free from the defender, and in for yet another Angelo State try. I do believe that one was good. So at the halfway point of this second half, Houston 5, Angelo State 27. Houston fields that one at the 22. That pass takes a bounce. Dangerous. Had two Angelo State players in the vicinity. Got us another line out here for Angelo State inside the 22, so this will be another strong scoring opportunity for him. Oh, he bobbled that one. That's going to be a knock-on. Turning the ball over to Houston. Under 2 minutes to play. Houston looking to go to the left, bobble the ball again. There's a man for the offload. Can't quite break free. He's going to be brought down about the 10-meter line. And I think he was dragged into touch. That'll turn the ball over to Angelo State. Houston got a hand on that one, but Angelo State manages to hang on. Just ran over one defender. Looks for the offload. That's a forward pass. So the forward pass will give University of Houston another chance as we come inside of 30 seconds left to play. Houston looking for a pride try here. Houston ducking and weaving, makes it forward a little bit, but maybe 5 meters. Still looking. Angelo State with a huge counter ruck, just blowing ruckers off the, blowing players off the ruck. There's an offload. Oh, he needs support, but he can't find it. He's going to have to do it himself. Stands up, tries to keep going. University of Houston slowly inching forward here. They're almost to the 22-meter line. Good offload. He finds the seam. Shirt tail tackle is going to bring him down, approaching the midfield. So again, University of Houston just slowly pounding it forward, gaining the meters. Angelo State looks to Jackal. They had a hand on it, and somebody's going to get called for not releasing the ball here, or perhaps not. Angelo State now with the ball. They're going to go the other way. He finds the seam there. He's going to take that one all the way in. And that'll be a 6th try for Angelo State. We'll see a conversion kick, and that'll be it for this game. Conversion's no good, so your final score, University of Houston 5, Angelo State 32. Next matchup is going to be Texas Tech versus UTSA. This will be a fun one. Everybody wearing. All right, here we go. Texas Tech versus University of Texas San Antonio. So both teams wearing black this game. It's going to be a bit difficult to distinguish them, but for this first half, UTSA moving left to right, Texas Tech moving right to left. If you look closely, you can barely see that UTSA has orange trim on their jerseys. Texas Tech has red, but it's very subtle on both. Texas Tech with the player wearing the pink scrum cap. Might be the best way to tell them apart here. So Texas Tech working their way forward. They're past the 22-meter line. Looking for a seam. He's found an opening. Steps one. Goes for the offload on the outside. He drops the ball. That's going to be a knock on. Turn it over. UTSA with the ball there. They're going to look to move to their right here. Hit quickly behind the line by the Tech defenders. Looking to reverse their field. They've got a man on the outside if he can beat the tacklers. They beat one there. There's the support line. And the secondary support. Oh, and the ref is going to call it back. I believe the ref is saying forward pass. So just like that, UTSA is going to lose the momentum. Scrum to Texas Tech. Texas Tech coming to the left here. Not yet finding a seam. There we go. Offload to the left. Finds a man open on the outside, and the wing is free. He'll take it in and go down under the post. There's first try for Texas Tech. Quick kick is up and good. And with 3 minutes gone in this first half, Texas Tech 7, UTSA 0. That ball must not have quite made it 10 meters. Looked to me to be a good kickoff by Texas Tech, but I guess a little bit short. Ref brings it back to midfield where UTSA restarts with a drop kick, with a quick tap. Look for the offload. UTSA driving. They're close to the 5-meter line. Just looking to exploit holes in that Texas Tech defense. And there they find one on the edge. Just like that, UTSA says we can score tries too. And both sides bringing in a few reserves at the moment. UTSA's conversion attempt is no good, so coming up on 5 minutes in, we've got a score of Texas Tech 7, University of Texas San Antonio 5. UTSA with a good high kick, fielded clean by Texas Tech, but he's hit immediately. Dribbling past Texas Tech, looking around the right side. No real opening over there. UTSA has 6 of their 7 players on the left-hand side. If Tech can swing on their left-hand side. If Tech can swing it left, there's a lot of open space out to the side here. Didn't quite see the call, but an infraction against Texas Tech. We'll turn the ball over to UTSA. Inside 1 minute to play in this first half. UTSA scrummy hit quick. And ref saying Tech was offsides, I think. So UTSA restarts. Looking to cut the other way. He finds a hole. One man to beat. He's going to put a step on him. He's going to go. And as we come up on halftime here, UTSA is going to put another one right up the middle. So Texas Tech's got to make him dot it down. So there's the try. That conversion's good, just like that. UTSA is up 12-7. Ref blows the whistle for halftime with the score Texas Tech 7, UTSA 12. Starting the second half with Texas Tech moving left to right, kicking off to UT San Antonio. Drops the ball, but it goes backwards. They're going to rumble forward a little bit past the 22. UTSA player finds one seam, runs over a second tackler. Goes for the offload. Looks like the man knocked it on. Ref says play on. Oh, that one bounces off someone's back into the hands of a Tech player. And Texas Tech is called for offside. Beats one, but then runs into two defenders. Can't get any further on that. Good offload. UTSA just systematically marching it forward, taking advantage of some hard hits to drive the defense back. Some good offloads to add a few meters here and there. They're now inside the 22-meter line. Texas Tech sending in a sub. So Texas Tech finds a seam. He's got to beat one. He goes for the chip and chase. Takes a bad bounce. Oh, but a teammate's there to pick it up. Offloads to him. He steps. Quick skip pass over to a man wide open up the middle. And he's going to put that one in for a Texas Tech try. Bring the game to a tie with a conversion to come. Conversion's good. And a minute and a half into the second half here, Texas Tech retakes the lead, 14-12. Texas Tech will kick the restart. Deep kick's going to drive the UTSA player back well beyond his own 22-meter line. Defense looking to strangle UTSA at the 22. And the ref calls a knock on to UTSA, so that's going to turn the ball over to Texas Tech. Scrum at the 22. A good opportunity to set an attacking platform to extend the lead. Texas Tech finds a seam, steps one. He'll take that in for another Texas Tech try. Conversion's up and good. And with that, Texas Tech extends the lead to 21-12 with 2.5 minutes to play. Restart kicks fielded at the 22. Good defense to negate any return. Again, UTSA looking to put a step on him. He runs into two defenders. Brought down between the lines. UTSA still on the drive. Tech doing a good job stifling him up the middle. As I say that, he makes a line break and he's going to get past the 20, down around the 22, but he drops the ball. That's going to be a knock on, turn it over. And ref doesn't call the knock on, but he calls him for not releasing the ball. Texas Tech gets an opportunity to kick for touch, and that ball's going to find touch close to the UTSA 10-meter line. So about a minute left to play. Texas Tech sending in a couple of reserves as they set up for the line out. Ref may have called that for not being straight. Bit of an attempt at a trick play that didn't quite work out. So hands the ball over, about 30 seconds to play here. UTSA with an opportunity to score another time before the end of the game. quick run for a hole in the defense there, but Texas Tech closes it quickly. Texas Tech is collapsing their defense in and leaving a lot of space on the wing, but doesn't matter because with that they kick the ball into touch, and that is the end of the game. Your final score: Texas Tech 21, UTSA 12. Oh, my mistake. That is not the final score. Ref called that a kick into touch. So I think Tech, I thought they were attempting to end the game with a kick to touch there, but refs awarded a line out. They throw deep to the man outside the line out. He's going to try to drive it forward and offload quickly about midfield. They've got a man on the outside. If they can get the offload there, it springs him free. Another bit of support. Trying to put a few goose steps on him, but it goes nowhere, and finally he turns and kicks it into touch, and that does end the game. And so there we go, your final score: Texas Tech 21, UTSA 12. Next matchup looks to be Texas kicking off to Sam Houston. Texas wearing white, Sam in black. Good deep kick, fielded clean by Sam Houston, but the Texas defense is swarming there quickly. Sam Houston goes for a little chip and chase. Catches his own kick. Good for a few meters, but University of Texas good at closing up and not allowing Sam to get behind their defensive line. Fairly decent run. Sam gets forward almost to midfield, but driven backwards on a hard tackle there. Infraction to UT gives Sam a chance to reset for a quick tap. They're going left. They've got a man on the corner. Good job by UT to close up that corner, but looked like Sam may have entered a ruck from the side, and so ball goes over to UT. So UT now across midfield. Hard hit, but a good tackle by Sam Houston. UT resets. Quick tap and go. He's going to get quite a few meters before the Sam defense tightens up. Looking for that wing now. Good line by the Sam Houston defense to close up the gap there. Keep their winger from having to choose between two players. Missed tackle. And UT bobbles the ball. Ref's going to call that a knock-on. And with that, that'll turn the ball over to Sam Houston. Just short of the 22-meter line. Not quite sure what the ref signal there is, but it's going to be a scrum to Sam Houston. So Attempted a quick pick and go by Sam there, but met quickly by the defense, and his offload pass is intercepted, so possession moves over to Texas. Looking for a seam along that left-hand side, can't quite find it. So Texas is going to spread it out, see if they can't open the defense up a bit. Bit of diversion, that's going to be a knock-on. Ref calls forward pass knock-on. Either way, we get a scrum to Sam Houston. Scrum by UT, trying to get that winger to commit, but he won't do it. Support's there. They're going to be brought down just past the 22. And Sam Houston being called for entering the ruck from this side. So coming up on 5 minutes, we've got a scoreless game. UT knocks it on, should be advantage to Sam Houston. They do pick the ball up. And the ref's going to call the knock on. Bring Sam Houston back for a scrum. A few meters short of the 10-meter line. Oh, scrum half just can't find a handle on that one. Ball rolls out the backside of the ruck, the scrum. Sam Houston does come away with it, though. Looking to drive defense backwards, finally brought down by a third Texas defender. Sam Houston resets, and they're going to go to the right. Quite an opening over there if the winger can exploit it. Almost defender gets there, though. Brings him down about the Texas 22. So Sam now looking to come left, try to open up that defense. Thought he saw a hole, couldn't quite exploit it. He's down, okay, he goes to ground. Gives Sam an opportunity to reset the platform. Good leg drive to keep pushing the defenders backwards, even though he was hit quickly. But I believe, seems the ref's calling an infraction against Sam Houston. Did not see what that was. Texas sending in a reserve here as we hit the 7-minute mark in the first half. Ref says that's no good, boys. Let's try that scrum again. Sam Houston closes that lineup hard. Tackle. Drives him backwards for a couple. Good counter rugby. Texas maintains the ball. They're going to look to come to the right-hand side now where there's some space. They find an opening on the right side there. Looks like the defensive winger is going to get to him, but they're across midfield. University of Texas setting up. So so perhaps not releasing, turns the ball over to Sam. I'm showing 8 minutes on the clock here, so we ought to be seeing a halftime whistle here in a bit. Oh, Sam's player breaks free. He's around the side. He's going to take it right up the middle and dot it down. And so as we come up on halftime, Sam's going to strike first. Should be a chip shot for the conversion. And that should make it 7-0 going into halftime. It's good, and that is the score, 7-0. Ref whistles halftime. We shall return shortly. So we're back for the second half. You just saw Sam Houston make a quick score right off the bat. So Sam kicks to restart to UT. And now UT taking possession about their own 22-meter line. Sam Houston being called for not releasing the tackle, so quick tap by Texas to restart. Yeah, that pass looks to be forward, and it is. Under 4 minutes left to play. Strong scrum by the University of Texas, but Sam grabs the ball carrier, slams him to the ground quickly. Sam Houston with a line break. Yep, he's going to take that one all the way in. Dives in for the try. That dive is the Lucas Staggs special. Kicks up and good. And under 3 minutes to play, Sam Houston 21, Texas 0. Good kick by Sam Houston, just barely missed catching that ball on the drop. Texas manages to maintain the possession. Ref calls a high tackle on Sam Houston. Sam Houston's defense just strangling at the moment. Texas looks like they might go for a chip and chase, but get called for the knock-on. And so that's going to give Sam Houston a scrum inside Texas territory and an opportunity to put one more on the board before the match ends. Sam's got a seam on the corner. He's got an opening. He decides to cut back in. He's going to be brought down about the 22-meter line. They'll turn it back this other direction. There's a good offload. Oh, hit quickly by UT's number 16, though. Good defensive play. And the 9 picks it up. Couple of steps. He's going to dive in and put it down, and there's another try for Sam Houston. I'm showing the clock counting down the final 10 seconds. This conversion kick may end the game. And I hate to say it, but I looked away and did not see if that was good or not. I did not see a ref's arm up, so I think that was no good. So score Sam Houston 26, Texas 0. So the ref is going to allow Sam time to kick for a restart. That'll give Texas one last opportunity for a pride try. But Sam Houston has this one pretty well wrapped up. And there it is with that ball going into touch. Ref whistles the end of the game. Your final score, Sam Houston State 26, Texas 0. And here we go, Texas A&M kicking off to Baylor. Good high kick, it's going to be stealable. Oh, Baylor player dinks it forward. It's going to roll into touch. Should give us a Texas A&M scrum near midfield. A&M with a nice offload, nice step to find the seam. He's going to be brought down, but he's got a couple of support players there. Just juking and diving, looking for a hole. Texas A&M doing a really fine job of exploiting any opening whatsoever. He looks to be down just a meter shy of the try line. And so close. So close, maybe 1 meter to go. Oh, drops the ball. Oh, looks like he did touch it down before it came loose. So ref awards a try to Texas A&M. Conversion kick is no good. So minute and a half in, Texas A&M 5, Baylor 0. Good high kick to restart. It's going to be able to challenge. Don't quite get there. Baylor comes down with it. They're going to drop the ball forward. That's going to be a knock-on. Or advantage to Texas A&M, and there's the whistle for the knock-on. A&M bringing it to the right. There's an opening there. He's got a man on the edge. Oh, drops the ball. Might have bounced forward. Let's see what the ref calls here. I think that might have been forward, which would make it a knock-on. Ref is signaling forward pass, which is a scrum to Baylor. So Baylor will take a scrum near their own 22, just beyond. That ball looked like it came out the side of the scrum, so ref's going to reset. Baylor looking to try to find that right-hand side. They do. They find a hole. He's going to break free. Nothing but green in front of him. He's going to take that one about 80 meters for a try. Kicks up and good. Gives Baylor the 2-point lead. So 4.5 minutes in, we're at Texas A&M 5, Baylor 7. Deep kick by Baylor. That's going to roll into touch near the try line. Looks like it's going to be a 5-meter line out to A&M. Baylor gets a hand on that ball, knocks it their direction, so Baylor in control. Baylor about 20-ish meters out, looking for another try. Drops the ball, but they maintain possession. Ooh, that looked like a forward to me. Ref disagrees, says play on. So again, Baylor looking to find a hole. A&M doing a good job closing up the holes, but oh, Baylor breaks the tackle. And looks like he may be in. He is. That's another Baylor try. So here less than a minute to play in the first half. Baylor's gone up by a score of 12-5. Kick's going to be wide to the left. So 30 seconds left in this half. Scores Texas A&M 5, Baylor 12. And it looks like the ref decided to go ahead and call halftime. So with that will be halftime, Texas A&M 5, Baylor 12. All right, Baylor kicking off left to right to restart the second half. Nice high kick. They're going to be able to challenge. Takes a Baylor bounce. Texas A&M picks it up at their own 22, looking to bring her forward now. Baylor defense just swarming at the moment. A&M finds a seam down the edge. Good chase by Baylor to bring him down just past midfield. A&M's going to go with the kick and chase. High ball, where'd it come down? There we go. Looks like, yep. Baylor player called for not releasing, turns the ball over to A&M. There he finds a hole, looks for the offload. And ref's going to bring that one back for, I believe, a forward pass. Baylor sending in 3 reserves, bringing in some fresh legs. And it looks like Texas sending in perhaps 2. So good scrum for Baylor. They're going to go for a chip and chase. Ball's going to take a big bounce, and it's going to take a Baylor bounce. He comes up with it. No one to beat. He's going to take that one all the way in. They may have held that up. Oh, ref says try. Try awarded. Kicks up and good. So 4 minutes to play. Score is A&M 5, Baylor 19. Good high restart kick. Doesn't quite make it the required 10 meters. So the ref will bring A&M to midfield for a quick tap. A&M looking for that edge, but Baylor knows not just how to exploit the edge, but how to defend it as well. They're not going to get an edge off of Baylor there. Oh, looking for the offload pass. Oh, it takes a Baylor bounce. That goes forward, picked out of the air by A&M. And the ref's going to bring us back for a knock-on over here somewhere. So quick pick and go by the Baylor scrummy. And they're going to make for a kick and chase. See if they got the wheels and get the bounce. Bounces to A&M this time. Looked like he was looking for a kick, but just not quite enough space to do it. So A&M's going to be looking for a seam. And the ref is going to say, I think he may say that was forward. No, he's calling a knock on. So Baylor now with, looking for a skip pass on the edge. They're going to hit that winger. And the ref blows it up. That pass to the wing must have been forward or something. So ref's going to award a scrum to A&M. About a minute left to play here, so Baylor looks like they've got this one well in hand. Looks like we have a Baylor player down, may have twisted an ankle or something, so Waterboy is making him run out. Angelo Baylor player coming off the field favoring an ankle. Looks like he's going to be okay, but very likely twisted that ankle. A&M scrum to restart. The game clock's wound down to 0, but there would have been some injury time there. So A&M looking to put one more on the board. He's one man to beat. He chips it. Bit of a grubber. Oh, he's gonna pick up the bounce. Oh, nice little offload. There's the A&M. A&M's gonna take that one in for a try at the last minute. Believe that was good. So A&M quick kick to restart. They're going to look to try to. They do. They steal the kick. So A&M not dead yet. Baylor with a sizable lead, but A&M knows as long as they can keep possession, they get to keep scoring. Oh, looked like he was going to go for the grubber. Swings it left. A&M's inside the 22 now. They find a seam. He's going to be brought down about 5 meters out. So again, A&M's going to take that in for another score. It says the kick is no good. And that ends the game. Your final score, Texas A&M 17, Baylor 29. Texas State with a good kick. Rice is going to bobble the catch. It's driving them deep into their own territory. They're all the way back to their own 5-meter line. So Rice playing from within their own try zone. Finally bringing it back out just a little bit past the 5. Ball comes out. Texas State picks it up. He's going to swing around there, and he's going to dot that down for a try. Good heads-up play by Texas State. Kick's going to be a little bit to the left, no good. So 1 minute gone, the score is Texas State 5, Rice 0. High, deep kick to restart. Rice is going to field it inside the 22. Little skip pass looking to get to the outside, but Texas State closes it up quick. Oh, he kind of trips over himself there and almost springs the runner. But, Rice now looking to go back the other direction. Again with the skip pass, that's going to be a knock-on. And that's going to turn the ball over to Texas State right here at the Rice 22-meter line. Ball's going to come out on the Rice side, so Rice wins that scrum. They're going to kick and chase mostly to get out of danger, but it looks like it could take a Rice bounce. Texas State's going to get called for a knock-on on that one. Scrum to Rice. Finds one seam, can't find the second. Good 10 meters advance though. So they've got some room on the edge if the winger can get there. Can't quite, defense catches him. And Rice is going to reset at midfield. Bobbled the ball. Might have been backwards, not quite sure. But Rice still has the ball. Picks it up, he's running forward. He's got, if he's got one man to beat, quick little goose step, he's past him. And I think Rice is going to dot that one down in the corner. that'll tie us up 5-5. Conversion kick yet to come. Conversion is going to be just a bit to the left. Five minutes into the first half, score is tied up. Texas State 5, Rice 5. High deep kick to restart by Rice. Texas State finds the seam. He's got an offload. Looking for the shirt tails. Couldn't quite get it. Reverse the offload. He's going to get. Oh, he got caught, but the defender just couldn't hang on. And just like that, Texas State puts another 5 on the board. I believe the conversion was no good. I looked away at just the wrong time, so we're going to say it's Texas State 5, Texas State 10, Rice 5. Kickoff doesn't go the required 10 meters, so the ref will bring Rice to midfield for a tap and go. Rice has got a man advantage on the left side. His tackle picks up and goes with his own ball. They're looking for the kick to catch the guy out on the wing. They do. He can't quite get past the wing defense. And he's going to be tackled into touch. So up to 8 minutes by my clock, so time's expired. Just complete the series. Rice still in the attack, cannot afford to make a mistake here, as that will end the half. And just like that, Texas State comes up with the ball. Rice knocks it on. And there's the halftime whistle. So we'll go into halftime with the score: Texas State 10, Rice 5. right, here we go, second half. Rice kicking off to Texas State. Score Texas State 5, Texas State 10, Rice 5. Pretty deep kick. Texas State fields it at their own 22. Good run forward, looking for some support. Looks like he may have placed that ball forward. Yep, he did. Ref calls that a knock-on. And that knock-on turns the ball over to Rice. We'll have a scrum here just about the 22-meter line. Good scrum by Rice. He's going to be brought down about the gain line. And Rice will try to go the other way. Texas State closing up that edge, though. That's going nowhere. So Rice will try it again. Looked like he might have thought about kicking, changed his mind, and going to get called for obstruction. Looks like he stepped behind one of his own players. So obstruction call turns it over to Texas State. They're right at midfield. And he drops it for a knock-on. Rice with a good kick. It's going to take a Texas State bounce, though. They're going to come away with it back at their own 22. Texas State picks that ball up. They found an opening there. Back to midfield. Texas State still looking for that opening. Slowly pushing Rice backwards. They're near the Rice 22 at this point. A few quick steps. That one's going to take an awkward bounce right in the hands of a Rice player, but the ref's going to bring that one back. He's calling a knock on to Rice. It's going to give Texas State the ball. So Texas State gets the line break. He's going to rumble through, passes it through another two. There it is. Texas State for the try. It's up and good. So under a minute left to play in this second half. We've got a score of Texas State 17, Rice 5. Texas State almost comes away with that one, but the ball kind of bounces off his chest into the hands of a Rice player. That ball passed forward, knocked forward. I'm not sure what happened there. That ball took a sudden hard turn to the right. Ref's going to say it was knocked forward, so that's a knock on to Texas State. And that is the game. Your final score is Texas State 17, Rice 5. So if I'm not mistaken, next up. Angelo State kicks off to Texas Tech to kick off this 7th, 8th place match. Angelo State looks like they might have an opening in the corner. He's got to beat one man. He's going to be brought down just shy of the try line, but he jumps up, takes himself in. That's going to be an Angelo State try. Conversion's no good. We'll bring them back to the middle. Angelo State 5, Texas Tech 0. Tech's got some speed on the wing there. Oh, he's gonna be run down by the Angelo State player though. Texas Tech looks for a step. He finds a hole. No one to beat. He'll dot it down for a Texas Tech try. Kicks his own conversion. It's good. So with 2 minutes gone, scores Angelo State 5, Texas Tech 7. Angelo State bobbles the kickoff there, but they're going to be about their own 22. Oh, that pass is picked off by Texas Tech. And he's going to run in there and dot it down for another Texas Tech try. So again, quickly kicks his own conversion kick. And that brings our score to Angelo State 5, Texas Tech 14. About 3.5 minutes left in this first half. Bit of an errant pass, Texas Tech giving chase, but Angelo State manages to come away with it. That drop ball is going to be picked up by Texas Tech, though. Strong counter rug. Oh, Angelo State picks up the ball. He's looking for the try. No one between him and the goal. And Angelo State's going to go in for their second try. He'll dot that down underneath the post. Conversion's no good. So about 2 minutes left in this half. Scores Angelo State 10, Texas Tech 14. Texas Tech looking for a seam, can't quite find one. There we go, out on the outside. He puts a step back. Ooh, defender's got some speed though. Pass is going to be off. Texas Tech picks it back up. Tech getting a bit sloppy here at the moment. They need to slow down and reset. And there's an errant pass. That's going to give Angelo State an opportunity. Tech driven way back to about the 22-meter line at this point. And ball turns over to Angelo State. Tech breaks free, drops the ball. Gonna be called for a knock on there, I think. Ref blows the whistle for halftime. Our score is Angelo State 10, Texas Tech 14. Okay, Tech kicks off to restart the half. And they steal the kick, but it's bobbled back to Angelo State. Texas Tech looking for a seam. He's looking for an offload, but the pass intercepted by Angelo State. Angelo State finds a seam on the outside. Beats his man. He's going to take that one in for another try. That's going to give Angelo State the lead. Where can I get some power from? Texas Tech looking for that corner. Can't quite get there. Angelo State taking the long way around, but he's going to run over one guy at midfield. That pass intercepted by Texas Tech. And Texas Tech's got a huge overload on the right-hand side if they can take advantage of it. And he'll be able to get around the last defender. He'll make it in for another try. So we'll put that down for Texas Tech. And that puts Texas Tech back up by 4. Conversion to come. Texas Tech looking to steal the kickoff again, just missed it. Texas Tech bobbles the ball forward. It's picked up by an Angelo State player. He's got room down the side. And there's a try for Angelo State. And Texas Tech knocks that one on. Time expiring. Texas Tech looking to put one more score on the board and seal the deal. Texas Tech looking for the break free. He's going to break free. He takes that one in and he scores. That was 7th and 8. Should be, I think, Baylor and Sam. I think. That's not. Here we are kicking off. So there's A&M with a good kick. Sam does manage to take control though. Sam Houston looking for an opening there. Texas A&M's got a really swarming defense. They don't open up much. So Sam Houston still in control. A&M defense holding strong though. Sam's made no real gains. They're at little past the 22, approaching midfield. Bit of ref obstruction there. And so I think because the ref got in the way, he's awarding us. He's just calling a stop to the play, so as to avoid an unfair advantage, and awarding a restart scrum to Sam Houston. So Sam looking along the edge there. A&M's pretty good at closing up that edge. And that pass goes awry and into touch. That's going to turn the ball over to Texas A&M. A&M comes away with that one. He finds a hole. Good defense by Sam Houston to bring him down. That was a try-saving tackle right there. Strong counter ruck by Sam Houston trying to take control of the ball. Ref whistles it dead. A&M with a quick tap. They're going to look to offload. Looking for a hole. A&M finds a hole. He's through. Hey, he's going to dot that one down. There's a Texas A&M try. Kicks up and good. So that makes our score Sam Houston 0, Texas A&M 7. Coming up on halfway point in this first half. Good high kick by Texas A&M. Sam Houston fields it clean. Looked like that might have been a knock on in there somewhere. Yep, ref calls a knock against A&M. So Sam Houston with the ball. Sam wins the scrum. Looking to go to the outside. A bit late on the offload. Allows A&M to set their defense. So Sam Houston now bring it back to the right side here. Trying to force A&M to open up that defensive line. And Sam Houston's going to be called, I think, for not releasing the ball, which turns it over to Texas A&M. Quick tap. A&M still looking for a seam. He loses the ball. I'm not sure if he lost it or if that was a pass. Bit of a kerfuffle there. AR says that one went into touch and awards the line out to Texas A&M. And it looks like A&M has a player down. He'll be okay, but A&M is calling for a replacement. Sam called for a knock-on. Turns the ball over to Texas A&M for a scrum. A&M with the quick move. They find a seam, finds a hole. He'll take that in. That's going to be another try to Texas A&M. Kicks up and good. And that brings our score to Texas A&M 14, Sam Houston 0. And that is going to be halftime. So we shall return shortly. I'll say halftime. Ref is going to allow A&M to restart play. So I think this gives Sam an opportunity to score, but as soon as they make an error, that will end the time and result in halftime. Small infraction to A&M. The try is in the corner. That's going to be a difficult conversion kick. Kick's no good, so with that the ref whistles halftime. And we will go into halftime with our score, Sam Houston 5, Texas A&M 14. All right, Sam Houston kicks off to A&M to restart the second half. Score Sam Houston 5, Texas A&M 14. That ball takes a long bounce. Sam player scoops it up. And they're down at a... Okay, folks, my apologies. It looked like the internet signal dropped out for a bit, and I lost my stream. But while I was down and getting that connected back up, Sam Houston has scored twice, and that now brings our score to Sam Houston 17, Texas A&M 14. Sam had two quick back-to-back scores to take the lead. Sam Houston looking for a seam. He's found it. He's going to throw up the middle. That's going to be another Sam Houston score. Conversion's no good, so our score is Sam Houston 22, Texas A&M 14. There should, I did lose the clock with the reset there on the internet, but I believe we probably got about 2 minutes remaining in this match. So score Sam Houston 22, Texas A&M 14. And I'm looking for the edge. They got him in. Oh, and it's a bad pass. That's going to go into touch. And just lost an amazing opportunity to bring this one back in reach. And looks like that is the end of the game. So our final score is going to be Sam Houston 22, Texas A&M 14. I do want to thank you for tuning in, and a reminder that we are Rampant Sports Media. We're a local, small, family-owned sports media company in the Houston, Texas area, specifically the north side of Houston, and we specialize in live streaming all sorts of youth sporting events with a special emphasis on rugby. So thank you for tuning in, and have a good day.